Win-win. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. That's it. A couple million make you stand different. Hey. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. I am. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. Where I come from, you can't visit. I talk money, I guess you understand different. Hand gestures counting till my top dollar. As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need. There's a little sunshine.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the more dangerous pass rushes. The Chargers are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Raiders' offensive line that wants to shut that down.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky, here we go. Slam. Gun. Blue landed. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Detroit! Hurry up! No. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now let's go. Green 39. Leopard. All right, here we go. 56.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Harris. Caught left side, it's Beckham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right down the middle. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Jones now in motion left. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Carr to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Carr going to try and throw on third down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Sir, 3-19. Over.
Looking to throw. Harris. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky's gun. Here we go now.
Now a toss going left. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. In motion left goes Jones. On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Jones. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jones now in motion left. From the gun now on third down, Carr. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Now on fourth down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get back within a single point now. It's 11-10. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chargers getting set to go. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Detroit! Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. To throw is Harris. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Harris. Off play action. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's got the hook up with Conley, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it, Green. Watch it, Green. Take it, Green. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go.
Now Harris throwing on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Johnson running right. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead becomes 4 now, 14-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So it'll be first down here after the run. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Defense showing blitz. They come out here in the eye. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Harris off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Harris now on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Montgomery running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Play action. Now it's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11, and the D looking like they may blitz. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. third down they go, Montgomery. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ty Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The penalty. It's Johnson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Harris. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back to throw. Harris. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw is Harris. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Here's Harris. Off play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To Montgomery to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Little motion now from the tight end. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ty Montgomery, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Harris throwing again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. shift together here from the D-line. In motion left goes Jones. A give. This is Montgomery. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Running left, Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.